All right, welcome in. I'm the Kodiak, and today I'm here to talk about Mike Macdonald and what he is going to bring to the Seahawks defense. But before we get into it, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're not already. Let's get right into it. So, at the end of the 2023 season, the Seahawks offense was good, but the defense just let them down in way too many ways. And even though everyone loves Hurt, in some ways it was a weird hire because Clint Hurt had never coordinated a defense before 2022, and they had regressed as a pass rushing and run stopping team for several years when Hurt was their defensive line coach. But the defense last year was bad. Their pass rush was decent, but every other area of the defense suffered. They continued to take bad angles to the ball carrier. They were getting gashed in the run game. And veterans Quandre Diggs, Jamal Adams, and Jordan Brooks all led the team in missed tackles. By the way, they are now all gone, so maybe some addition by subtraction. But Hurt continued to point to youth as the reason for bad tackling. But now that Pete Carroll is gone, they needed to make a home run hire, and Mike Macdonald was easily the best coach available this cycle besides Ben Johnson, who ended up staying in Detroit anyway. And Seattle continues to make great decisions after absolutely robbing my favorite team dry of Russell Wilson. And some of the personnel decisions under Carroll were head scratching. For example, why do you take JSN early and keep him in a weird role? No matter how good he is, he was still a rookie wide receiver behind two very, very good pros and a non-elite passing offense. So I don't know. I don't really know where you find that balance there. But LJ Collier, Dwayne Eskridge, Malik McDowell, those moments are over for you, Seattle. Because yes, while they did have their hits, they had some really, really, really big head-scratching moments. And this personnel and the less bizarre personnel moments are what I'm looking forward to most with the Seattle Seahawks. And the best thing, if you are a Seahawks fan, is that Mike Macdonald absolutely blew the doors off the Seahawks division rivals this year defensively. The one that did give him the most trouble was the Sean McVay Rams, but I'm sure that chess match next year between McVay and Macdonald will be great. And this is exciting because it feels like they have tons of young talent on the defensive side of the ball. Witherspoon, Woolen, and re-signing Leonard Williams was huge. I know he's a veteran, but they have other guys I like. Mafe is definitely a guy I could see developing too. He's going to have Baker and Dodson playing the Queen/Roquan role. But Macdonald can have quick success on defense. They have plenty of talent, and his scheme is still new enough that it's going to be tough on offenses to consistently exploit. He has a very, very creative pass rush too. Lots of simulated pressure and motion, lots of confusion at the line of scrimmage. However, what will make the biggest difference in a quick turnaround is if Macdonald can get them to play with discipline as a team. Because they've looked like a very sloppy team defensively, the Seahawks, with a lot of really dumb penalties and mental errors, especially on defense and special teams. And this is something that really couldn't be brought together by Pete Carroll, because we know about Pete Carroll's laid back and ultra positive and ultra energetic style. It had many benefits, and you could tell it reeked throughout the organization. But one of the drawbacks was an atmosphere that made it really hard to hold some guys accountable, which would lead to undisciplined play. And some players need a high degree of structure and accountability to thrive. My main concern with the Seahawks is that they're probably going to have some growing pains with the players adjusting to a whole new system, scheme, and philosophy. And this is going to take some teaching and some learning, which just takes time. But based off what we've seen in free agency, which I know isn't that much relative to the direction they're going to go and the construction of the team, we're probably going to know more during the draft. But they should be tempering their expectations for Macdonald's first year. They were not left with a plethora of defensive talent. Like, yes, they have some young guys I really like, but at the end of the day, this unit still needs some improvement. But anything between 8 and 11 wins is a probable scenario for the Seahawks, and I'm really excited to see what Mike Macdonald can do with this team, because he came from Baltimore. He came from a team that was absolutely destroying other offenses this year, and they looked amazing while doing it. But yeah, that just does it for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.